Hello and welcome to MPE TV. My name is Wart Hagenaar. I'm head of consultancy at Payment Genes. Today is my guest Thomas Ficht from MYTOYS Group, and we'll speak about the topic of Buy Now Pay Later. And what do you think, generically speaking, is the most promising aspect of Buy Now Pay Later for a merchant and also for the consumer?
Well, for the merchant, it should always be customer centricity, usability, fastest way to pay without having to enter any details. That's something that the merchants will want, because the better the conversion, the more they will sell. And to the consumer, we're operating in the German-speaking market, and Buy Now Pay Later has been around for such a long time that it's hard to imagine not having it.
Indeed, fantastic. And in other markets, it's not as mature as in the German market or the DACH countries even.
Yeah.
So what would it take for, on a more European level, to become a serious and mature payment alternative to cards and credit lending?
I think it has received a rocket start these days, because there so much funding has been around and so much marketing has been done. And if it would have been introduced in a more subtle way, then we probably wouldn't discuss about regulation these days, etc. And I wonder certain geographies if they will want to accept it, or if they're just happy with the payment methods that they currently have. So it may become an option, but let the consumers in each country decide, because they are the ones purchasing our goods.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned regulation. There's some market whispering that there will be regulation on the Buy Now Pay Later area. What's your expectation on this, and where should the regulator focus on?
Well, we've already seen some regulations in debt collection. So the dunning fees are not allowed to be higher than what you actually, how much the provider cost you. Yeah. So we have seen first steps of regulation already. We will see more, because once again, the rocket start has caused TikTok hashtags of certain debts that have come up, and then consumers are affected, and the regulator's job is to protect the consumers. So I fear we will see regulation. We have seen first regulations. And another important thing is that certain providers have already implemented self-regulation. They have changed from pay in 14 to pay in 30. They have dunning fees, etc.